Order on.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the first thing we do here is we acknowledge the territory we're on. This territory is the customary and traditional land of the Moosonee people since time immemorial. We acknowledge the sacred land in which the town of Moosonee operates. Within the lands protected by the James Bay Treaty number 9. We are grateful to have the opportunity to make decisions at this table that will impact our community. Which with that, I will turn over to Boblin to just remind everybody that we're being.
For transparency, I'd like to remind everyone that this meeting is being recorded in accordance with the municipality's procedures. In the event of emergency, please stay quiet in this room and use the main.
Thank you, Boblin. We will open the meeting with a resolution. Resolution 2025-205. Be resolved that this regular council meeting come to order at 6 p.m. Present, Mayor Typeclough, Councillor Tozer, Councillor Nakwaji. Councillor Ryder is absent, she's out of town, I believe, and Councillor Hunter has notified that she won't be able to attend tonight, so we still have a quorum, so we will move forward on that. So could I have a mover for this resolution, please? Fabian Nakwaji moves the resolution, seconder. Carmen Tozer seconds this resolution. Are there any discussion on opening the meeting? Not all in favor. Opposed, carried. This motion has been carried. The meeting is officially open. Thank you, everyone, for coming and presenting the package in front of us. We will go to number 2, review the agenda, please, Boblin.
Resolution 2025, number 2025-206, be it resolved that the agenda be accepted as presented / amended.
Could I have a mover for this, please? Fabian Nakwaji moves, seconder. Carmen Tozer seconded this motion. There is one change under number 12, council announcement, which is the Roma delegation. It just came in, so it's for us to look at and discuss the minister who want to meet with that Roma in January. So that's an addition. Are there any other additions to the agenda? If not, we will accept as amended with the one added item. Any further discussion? If not, we'll vote on it. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. This motion has been carried. Disclosure of pecuniary interest. Are there any pecuniary interest to disclose at this time? I don't see any. Anytime during the meeting, if you have missed one and you want to declare it at that time, please feel free to do so. We will move right on to number 4, adoption of the minutes of the October 7th meeting.
Resolution 2025, number 2025-207, be it resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Moosonee adopt the minutes of the regular meeting number 22-2025, October 7, 2025 as presented / amended.
Okay. Could have a mover for this resolution. Carmen Tozer moves this. As a seconder, Fabian Nakwaji seconds this resolution. Are there any changes to the minutes? Yes.
See on 14 adjournment that I moved them. I was not here.
You can say again, that will be corrected.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we will amend the minutes with Councillor Nakwaji has pointed out. Is there anything else? If not, we will vote on it. All in favor? Opposed, carried. So we will move right on to our delegate presentation, and Jay and Tina is on the web there with us, and that's to bring us up to date on restaurant and lounge proposal. So with that, I will turn it over to Tina or Jay, and we ask that if you try keeping within 15 minutes. If you can't and you have to go over, to please let us know and we'll work up that. Thanks very much. So the floor is yours.
Wonderful. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Respectfully, thank you for fitting us in your council meeting tonight. My apologies, I couldn't be there in person, but I'm hoping you'll see my face a lot more often. So my name is Tina Sheridan. My maiden name is Gagnon. So I'm born in Moose Factory, partially raised in Moosonee. So I have a deep-rooted connection to the community. I'm an independent entrepreneur and have been for about 16 years under the business CreekWest Corp, Thunderbird Laundry, and now co-owner of the Yellow Bars restaurant here in Cochrane, located at the train station. I'm also an elected a member of Takwa Nation. Just submitting Jay here. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I'm also an elected councillor for Takwa Nation here in Cochrane. So I sounds like I'm super busy, and I am, but I have a full team behind me. So I have Jay here with me. Jay and I have met multiple times, along with I have a deep-rooted relationship with Leonard Rickard, president of Moose Creek Group of Companies. So they visited us the facility here at the restaurant, and it was always my goal to establish a restaurant lounge service in Moosonee, the town of Moosonee proper. So I visited the possible location with Jay just a couple weeks back, and what we want to do is open up a new restaurant and a lounge titled the Iron Antler. So we're looking at more of a finer, I guess, dining aspect, healthier options to the town of Moosonee. I know there's limited choices right now. And I'm keeping an eye on the market and trends, and looks like Moosonee is growing. And I'd love to, make a footprint in the community and be part of the community. With that, we're looking at approval or support for this endeavor. Really just want to do my due diligence, have you guys aware of our planning, and make sure I'm following with any, municipal guidelines or compliance that I may need to do. Slated target date for opening would be the summer of 2026. So I'm looking at June, July. But of course, there's a ton of prep, a ton of work that needs to happen before this. And I think before moving forward, particularly when it comes to putting money into the facility and transporting equipment and logistics, that I want to be sure we're in compliance and there's support there from the town council. Yeah, I again, the experience, we want to really sit down, authentic, atmosphere where people could come for a nice steak dinner, a glass of wine, perhaps. And then we're looking at a lounge service where we could host events. I've been in the catering and food business for about 16 years, and event planning as well. So we're looking at, of course, offsite catering, in-house catering. We're looking at community events, like, for instance, our facility here, the Yellow Bars in Cochrane. We host, Halloween gatherings that are parties, I should say, trivia night, karaoke. Like, we did a murder mystery the one night, so it keeps people coming in, but also not only attract the customers, but it develops a sense of community spirit. And we're very big supporters of the community as well. We've done food donations to the local food bank. We support sponsorships. We've done like golf sponsorships, hockey sponsorships for youth. like we really insert ourselves into the community. So I'm not foreseeing any objection, but just kind of want you guys to talk about this and consider if you think it's a good service for Moosonee. As a business person, I certainly do. And with my with my outreach with Moose Creek Group of Companies, as the essentially landlord, but also support, like the projected location is right beside the Super 8. So you can imagine how even this type of service would increase tourism as well. There's just so many good things about it. Now, with that being said, I know I'm going to be applying for a liquor license. With that, they want to see kind of the zoning requirements, and they would contact the town of Moosonee and say, hey, are you guys okay with this? Right. So I just don't want no surprises, particularly for your group. So in a nutshell, that's what we're looking at, and really just I wanted to be there in person. It's just much more personable, but here I am. I'm gonna pass it to Jay. Maybe he has a few comments, and then we'll let you move on with your meeting.
Hello, everybody. I won't be able to put my camera on. I'm on the train right now. Sorry for that. It was last minute things today. Well, Mr. Mayor definitely knows about it. We have discussed so many times about the restaurant, and I talked to Tina last time. As soon as this restaurant is open, I'm going to shut down the breakfast at Super 8, and I'm going to send all of my customers to have breakfast at Tina, her restaurant. And as you guys know, we are thinking about its Moosonee office building downstairs. We got a big place over there. So we would like to do the renovation proper, top to scratch, and wanted to make it very nice. We have two parts. So one part will be the restaurant, and another part where Tina is trying to do kind of lounge system where people can get a glass of wine or beer or something, watch a game or baseball game or whatever, hockey game or something. So that's what we were thinking, and my full support to Tina. I can understand about the needing a restaurant in Moosonee because I'm in this business since as Wayne, like we've been discussed a couple of times that people comes in the evening around 6 o'clock or 6:30 from meetings and from Moose Factory, and they don't get food at all. So they have to eat a couple of bagels with the cream cheese and go to sleep, and which is very bad for as a hotel general manager, I would feel bad. My customer go to sleep eating the bagels and all. So this is perfect things that we are doing. We are coming with the restaurant project in Moosonee, and Tina got a very good experience in this industry, and she can be perfect entrepreneur for this restaurant. So my full support to Tina, and yeah, thank you very much. If anybody has any question for me.
Yeah, and I'll just note too, that if you're crossing, through Cochrane, and you want to come try the Yellow Bars experience, let me know, and I'll gladly, show you the place, show you the operations, and it'd be very similar to what we're envisioning in Moosonee, and try the food. Our prices are reasonable for this industry as well, so we're not looking to gouge community members. We want to be a reasonable, affordable place for all. So that's what I have, and I'd be happy to come visit again or meet with you at your convenience. But thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tina. And what we'll do is I'll go around the table and ask councilors if they have any questions or anything for either you or Jay. And then we will go from there. So I will start with Sandy, and any questions?
I don't have any questions. This sounds like a very good opportunity. I like the fact that they give back to the community and do different events. That sounds positive.
Thank you. Councilor told you.
Yeah, no, I think, having grown up here, I think there were 5 restaurants, sit-down restaurants, when I was a teenager, and, right now we don't have any, other than the airport, which is open, I think in the mornings until 3 most days. So I think it's a great opportunity that our community members, and visitors to our community really do need, so, I can see myself supporting this. I'm sure, all the nuts and bolts, you'll talk to our staff here at the town and, our planners and hopefully everything will fall into place.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Tina and Jay, for the presentation. Again, he doesn't agree with, I mean, I spoke many times with Jay and different people, and even the public have come forward so many times about a restaurant. We do need a restaurant here. Sounds like a great idea. I like the idea too of, being involved with the community as well. But you will have to make sure, working with our staff, that, like there's building codes, there's fire restrictions, and there's bylaws, things like that would have to, but that, you work that out with our staff, sure, and, we'll support you in the way we can. So I, again, think it's a great idea. I look forward to it. Also, great location for anybody staying at the Super 8, whether it's local or whether it's tourists. So, I look forward to moving forward on this project with you. So, any questions for us from either of you?
Miigwech, thank you so much. And, as a last comment, Yellow Bars here is 100% Indigenous owned. We're carrying that culture and spirit right to the town of Moosonee as well. So again, appreciate your time. No questions right now, but I would certainly like a point of contact, a person that I could speak to or exchange emails with as questions do come up, just for clear communication. And I think that would be great.
All right, you would be dealing through our CAO, and she would deal with the managers, whoever she has to deal with, or the billing department, she would be dealing with that. Our community working. All
Very
right,
good.
and
Thank you.
I think, Shelley, you will send her
Yes.
all the contact information.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay.
Bye now.
Thanks.
Now we will go to reports and memos. We don't have any. Business or items from the minutes, there's none. Addition to correspondence, court letter, North Bay resolution regarding the Northern Ontario Resource Development Port pilot program. We have a motion for that.
Resolution 2025, number 2025-208. Be it resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Moosonee hereby supports the resolution passed by the City of North Bay and the resolution passed by the municipality of the same Nap regarding making the Northern Ontario Resource Development Support the pilot program permanent and expanding program eligibility. And be it further resolved that the copy of the resolution be sent to the Ministers of Northern Development, the Minister of Agriculture, Food and Agribusiness, the Minister of Infrastructure, the Minister of Natural Resources, our local member of provincial parliament, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, the Federation of Northern Ontario Municipalities, the Northwestern Ontario Municipalities Association, and the Rural Ontario Municipal Association, the Thunder Bay District Municipal League, and all the Ontario municipalities.
Could I have a mover for this resolution, please? Carmen Tozer moves it. Seconder, please. Fabian Nakaji seconds this resolution. Are there any discussions on this resolution? I don't see any, so we will vote on it. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, we will be down to the motions is done, so we go to the reading of the bylaw. Expiring transfer payment agreement, EPAA, amending agreement number 1. Again, it's basically housekeeping. So please.
Resolution 2025, number 2025-209, be it resolved that the Council of Corporation of the Town of Moosonee approves bylaw number 24-2025, being a bylaw to authorize the signing of the COVID-19 Resilience Infrastructure System Local Government Intake Transfer Payment Amending number 1 between Her Majesty the Queen and Right of Ontario as presented by the Minister of Infrastructure and the Corporation of the Town of Moosonee being read first and second time, be them to be read a third time and finally passed.
All right, could I have a mover for this resolution? David and F.G. moves it, could I have a seconder? Carmen Tozer seconds it. Kelly, could you maybe just give us a brief on this?
Yeah, so this is an agreement that we had to get the money for the fitness center and the community hall. I think it's part of the washrooms that was being done and some other projects that were done earlier, years ago. Just come to light that the actual final documentation, I guess, wasn't actually finalized. So we've sent all the final documentation, pictures, everything's been sent. In order for them to finalize it, they'd like us to sign this amendment agreement, which is changing the expiry date of the project from December 31st, 2025 to December 31st, 2026, to give them time to finalize the final payment schedule that we need to get from them.
All right, have any questions from anybody? No question, all right, and we'll vote on all in favor. All is carried. Number 12. Number 11, new business, we don't have any. Number 12 is the council announcement and update discussion. As I said, we had just received this actually today, further than I thought. Again, we have until November the 18th to come up with requests for delegation at the Roma, Rural Ontario Municipal Association Conference is held in Toronto every year. I believe we've 3 or 4 of us have won to it.
4.
4, all right. So we're going to have to think about what ministries we want to meet with, or ministers we want to meet with, and what we will be looking at for discussion. We don't have to pick a thing, like we do have November 4th meeting, but we'd have to have it done on November 4th and into them by noon on the 18th of November. Now, the floor is open for a little bit of discussion, so our council could start to, not council, our staff can start to look into it and, a little bit of a discussion. Right? Any ideas, Councilor Tozer?
Yeah, I'm not sure, I know you've seen in the news not too long ago that, the go-ahead's been given for OPG to look at the environmental, impacts of a dam at 9 Mile Rapids and another one at, Grand Rapids on the Moosonee. I have some reservations about that. How do we get our views addressed? Like, who do we see? Is that OPG or is that the Ministry of Environment?
That would be Ministry of Energy. We've met a few more times before that come out. I don't know if you read that over to Teresa. We met and we told them any development on the rivers we want to be involved with, we want to know about it, and that. Obviously, they bypassed us again.
What doesn't bypass those the impacts, right? We look at our siltation problem. And when it's linked to our riverfront here, even going back and forth to the island is getting harder and harder. Our water treatment plant, I'm concerned about that. So I definitely think if we can talk to them again, maybe this week we go, or at least some type of, it'd be nice if they came up with some type of guarantee that they'll come and dredge or do something.
The last time we met with them, we also brought the Ministry of Energy. When they open the dams in the wintertime, it floods the road, people on skidoos, slush on the roads, and that affects us both winter and summer. And we should be notified, the more dams that they have, the more it's going to affect us like we. So, is that something one of the ministers we'd be looking at, would be Ministry of Energy?
Energy for sure, but I think I'm always thinking that it's more of an, I'm more concerned about like an environmental impact. Where's our ministry? There's that Ministry of Environment, right? Is there a Ministry of Environment?
Yeah, that's a new name now. It's I remember it is environment.
I think that's the people, because I think some of the things I would like to see addressed are some of the environment. I know that they're going to do an environmental impact study. I'm sure they'll put OPG in charge of the environmental impacts that, they'll go, oh, it's okay for that. Even afterwards, they didn't have to do any with the Lower Moosonee project. they were supposed to sampling of the river bottom for siltation every kilometer. And somehow they didn't have to do that. So we don't really know what the impact is of that expansion of that dam, right? So. I mean, we know what firsthand by what we see, but there's no scientific study to just knowledge of what's happening on the river, so. Anyways, that's my little piece.
Okay, so I have down here, just, and this is just for discussion, okay, we're not making a decision, not making some management. Ministry of Environment, Ministry of, Energy. The two, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
They might also, what they've done in the past, when we, I'm thinking of the lower economy, when we went with Ministry of Environment, they brought Ministry of Energy in with them at the same meeting. And like, so, I came back, okay, we have those two. Sabian and
Ministry that pops into my head for now is, I'm not sure which one it is, but the one about contacting about surrounding Crown land that we can talk to, because I don't know where we're at with applying for any like the lands.
And I have, down here, just put some notes down there tonight on this as well. I forgot to bring my notes over. Ministry of Northern Development and Mines. And Iowa, Infrastructure Ontario, have a lot to do with these two, and we're already working with both those people. With that, actually, I've asked for, again, a map showing us what Crown land we're applying for. Property we're applying for.
There's two things, right? There's the crown land that we're trying to get transferred to the municipality. That is not covered by the treaty land entitlement, because not all of it's, it's held. So we need to get that in. And then there's also the community properties within the boundaries of the town that we're looking at seeing. Can we get some of these properties freed up so that we can use them for residences or whatnot?
Like all the airport property and down by the water plant and all that, along the airport road. That belongs, and the police station, that belongs to Infrastructure Ontario. Those are the people we would have to. No, we would probably reach out to the folks to a bit. That was the minister that came up here as well, and I did take her around.
And the other thing too is this, goes with those mines, Bill 5, if there's gonna be an expansion of resource development in the area, I think we should be at least, informed. I mean, there probably isn't really an obligation to consult, but since this is a major transportation hub in the area, you would think they would give us some forewarning of things to come that might be coming, that might happen.
Yeah, because I had that under the Ministry of Northern Development Mines, and I put here, the board, land, mining, and contract, so I had down there, I go, actually called, wouldn't get underneath them as well, as Minister of Rick Fruit Settlements, and Minister Perry, and now we normally, we put in three, we're supposed to put in, we will probably get 3 ministers if we do. We've always put in 4, but sometimes we're rejected from one, so we have the other. I'll change it, no, yeah. One I have with the IO, Unbound Mines, Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Health.
Out there. I mean, even if it's just a good news soundbite, like Ministry of Health, it's nice to keep them happy with respect to the developments going on here.
Ministry of Health, I wanted to sit down and discuss with them about the Rockville University and how to get that serviced over there as well. Goes hand in hand with the hospital. It also goes hand in hand with IO, that's a property. Those are the 4 that I have. I don't know what you guys prefer, and there's many different ministries, but you can just then work on it. The other ones, do you think you have something or anything you would like to see?
Not at the moment.
A little bit more thought as well.
Yeah, there's another one coming up in August, on the GMO conference. So the one that we don't get, or if we want some changes, we will in August, do another bunch of ministries.
I think I prefer this one here where there's not a gazillion people from Toronto. On the beach, yes.
Yeah, this is rural Ontario, yes, you see, they have more open year for the Northern Ontario community. Right, so it's, what, let's just say we're gonna take, well, what would you like to have this thing like? Yeah, I'm just giving some my suggestions, but I'm not open for everybody.
The last time, we came up with our report, I did like the electricity one because of Hydra's delivery. And
I'm fine with those. Those are the ones I.
As you Minister of Energy, you could meet with Minister of Energy or the Environment, we can bring that up as well. Because you have three topics, like your main one, and your secondary, and if you have time, your third one. Because what you going to deal with is that, they kind of intermeshed all of them.
Yeah, because like environment, and it says Minister of Environment and Climate Change, and then there's also Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources. Right, so they're kind of.
And the airport's federal, right?
No,
Or provincial.
IO.
IO.
All IO,
Yeah.
all along the airport road, airport, regions.
What do we call that secondary runway? Not, what's the term we have to use?
Crosswind,
Crosswind.
crosswind is all, no. Crosswind, yeah, I think it's crosswind. There's two, we're not putting, because IO as well, if we have time. Again, the property of the airport plus funding for that other runway. That come under IO as well. So you got fine with the board then? Is that what I'm hearing, trading?
believe so, yes.
Okay. Then we will look at, think about the topics that you want for the meeting. All right, thank you. And that's January 20th, I believe.
Yes, it starts Sunday, January 18th,
Oh,
and it's to Tuesday, January 20th.
now it's good that we have, 3 or 4 people going out too, because sometimes the ministry will. We're meeting with IO, making noise online at the same time, so long for all, so we can divide, you know, why this has happened before. So. Okay, thank you very much. We will move on then, for session, we don't have any, and we go to number 14, adjournment, that was the fast news, right? Resolution 2025-210. We resolved that this meeting adjourned at 6:33 p.m. Could I have a mover, please? Armin, seconder, Stephen. Armin totally moved it, second, Stephen, Nackerty. Any discussion on adjourning? Not all in favor. So it's carried. Yes, the minute. One, right, please.